My car is empty. I'm hoping it turns on when the gig is over. But just had to get to the gig, had to get to the gig. We're running late. It's been a busy day.
Single sentence definition of an independent artist.
Ready or not. I hope people find this place. Rock and roll!
Hard as fuck. That's not really a sentence, it's just kind of a phrase. Yeah. I don't have anything better than that. What does music mean to me? Yeah, I think it truly is the reason I am breathing. I think it saved my life multiple times. Having that means of expression and that outlet is something that I'm super grateful for. I feel like honored that music chose me. It just feels like I don't know who I would be without having this relationship to music and without being an artist, without having it be such a big part of my life. So yeah, I mean, it's deep. Music is like it's an energy. It's like it's a magic, So I just, feel grateful that I have it.
I'm gonna start warming up for the camera.
Rock out.
So this is this is more eventful.
So, quick recap of my life. Always knew I wanted to do music. Always felt like I was drawn to theatrics and creation, like creative arts.
It's called multitasking.
Fast forward to going to college for jazz and really finding my sound and starting to write my own music and meeting musicians that really helped me figure out who I kind of was as an artist and who I wanted to be, and really started taking that seriously, and then moved to Philly. And that for me was kind of just like the decision to really prioritize my career, and kind of escape that Berkeley bubble a little bit, and also just really establish myself on my own and not have outside influences, and just kind of really figure out who I was and what I wanted to do. And the rest is history. I've just been really focused on, doing all that I can as an artist, and ideally getting to the point where I can just make a living playing shows and selling records and whatever else. But it's been quite a ride.
You guys go down after you guys get, you don't need to listen to anything. I'm always driving, everyone else is having a good time. I told them we would use our own, but...
Okay. Depending on what they have.
Oh, there are my Tums?
Ah.
I might pop some of those right now, actually. I don't want anything getting in the way of my instrument. Full potential. Get out! I hope people find this place. It's all out here. Oh,
Oh.
I usually take 3. Maybe I only need 2. I just have like nervous stomach right now. Oh no, I'll take 3 because these are not even ultra strength. This is some weak shit right here. Let's get ready to rock and roll, baby!
I'm dying.
Yep. No problem on a tiny bit at the end. There it is. That's good. There's the medium one. Perfect. Check. 1, 2. Yep. Hey. 3, 4. Yep. Come on. That sounds good to me.
Okay, good. So these guys are just about finishing up, so we'll get you guys.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been more anxious and nervous about playing in Rochester than like anywhere else in the world. There's challenges with like coming home, you know. I feel like it's hard to not feel like you're entering a different time in your life, like kind of hopping in a time portal and like, yeah, just like, it's also just overwhelming to be faced with who you were while you're who you are. So yeah, I'm about to see a lot of people tonight that I haven't seen in about 15 years. And it's definitely going to be an experience. I think the most beautiful thing is coming back and realizing how much I've done and how far I've come. When I was in high school, I knew I loved music. I wanted to be on Broadway. And then somehow I just decided to sing jazz, you know, my senior year, and the rest is history. But I just never envisioned this life. Like, I feel like I always knew I was going to pursue music, but I never knew what it was going to look like. And it's constantly surprising me. And to think about like what high school me would think of myself right now, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I'm trying to experiment.
Yeah, very good.
I don't have to.
All right.
I'm good. You good? I'm good. You good?
I couldn't have really dreamed this life. And I have to remind myself of that sometimes, especially when we're like constantly trying to do more and be better. It's humbling to come home. And also it's really nice when everyone from my hometown thinks that I'm famous. It's a nice ego boost. If they only knew. first date of a little tour we're doing, mostly just Western New York. This whole weekend is going to be a total mindfuck because here I am just facing high school, and then tomorrow we play in Fredonia, so I'll be facing the first year of college. So I don't know what I'm doing to myself, but I'm going into this thinking it's going to be healing and humbling. It is really cool to have to face how far I've come. So thank you for giving me that. And it's pretty cool.
Really? Oh my goodness, just thank you so much.
All playing out of 1 amp? Oh, okay.
It's been a journey. It started out at Berkeley, kind of just hiring friends that I was in classes with, and just having a good old time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to follow along. Oh no, you barely. You're getting it.
We played just the last bit. That's more like after that.
I definitely dialed it back when I got to Philly. I think being in Philly, and also like now that this is more of a career for me, I have to be really smart about how many musicians I'm hiring for a gig, because everyone needs to get paid and I can't afford to lose money all the time anymore, ever. So yeah, if the money's right and the gig is right, an 8-piece band is my all-time favorite. I wish I could play with an 8-piece band all the time. But like this tour is a 5-piece without horns. But yeah, I mean, being a band leader is tough because like I don't have a set band. I'm still a solo artist at the end of the day. So I just have kind of like a roster of musicians that I call, and I'm lucky to like continually expand that roster so that I like have people who are like always down to play with me, or at least someone's free and down to play with me. So having that extensive roster of people that I really trust and love playing with, and are just a good hang, like that's super important to me and makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah, are you able to fit your amp there? Like,
Did your guitar not fit in there?
We are going to Fredonia. We're gonna play in the recital hall at SUNY Fredonia that I had my freshman year jury in. It's gonna be a total mindfuck. But yeah, we're gonna go educate some college students. We're gonna go inspire the youth.
Yeah, mom. Mom.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gone.
Hey.
It was like
Well, it's my shit. It's probably gonna be weirder once we get into this recital hall. Here they come. Ready or not.
Is it like working with Taylor? Honestly, I feel like what's nice, and even just like with this whole trip, is she's very like, very, very loose when it comes to like the whole process of performing. Like, I feel like I can just have a good time versus having to feel like I have to be on point all the time, or at least like super like, get it done. She's just very like, let's just have fun and just make good music and enjoy the process, which is like nice, especially because this is my first technical tour. So yeah, I think that's one thing I really appreciate working with Taylor. Plus, just like she's always one of the friends, so it's like touring with your friends is always a great time for me.
I'm trying to fucking multitask my whole life. I mean, as an independent artist, like, because it's not a lucrative job until you're at Beyonce level, it's, there's a lot of other things that we need to do to just stay afloat. And I've been grateful to have jobs that allow a really flexible lifestyle for me. But like, for instance, one of my jobs is booking for a wedding band. And obviously there's a lot of skills that come from that really help me with my own, band and that operation. Also just like community is like kind of a lost art, at least in like the physical sense of like really getting together, really supporting one another at, shows or events or, and just like, yeah, there's power in people, like I think I'm in a place where I'm like, fuck the music industry, and COVID like really drove that home for me, that idea or that fact that the music industry sucks and just wants to like take our money. And yeah, I just think
Anyone else need to use El Baño?
we don't need the music industry to be successful, and with each other we can make it happen, so that's been really empowering. But it's hard because you always have like the pressures of like, well, this is what you should be doing and look what everyone else is doing, and it's hard to like remember what's actually important. But there are many different ways to make a living doing music, and I think that we need to just be more creative and innovative, because we live in a world now in our society where we can really do whatever we want and make money doing whatever. We just have to like commit. So it's hard, especially when I'm like doing a million different things, but it is like encouraging to know that like I have the power to make things happen for myself if I really commit.
So we usually get at 9:10 for the bass.
Just like it.
No, it's fine. I just have 9 is bass, so I have to put bass on now 9 and 15. Okay. Which is just inconvenient.
Let's do red. Red is 9.
Red is 9.
White. Let's make white 2. White will be 15. Right.
White will be 15.
And then we need guitar. There's no 10.
Kick this out so
Red,
goddamn
white,
fast.
blue. That's easy to remember. Bass.
Yeah, and just like, I mean, it's laid out so it's
Amazing.
He really is.
Have this for you when you're ready. Oh, yeah, that's me.
Real men use $1 for nice shot.
This show's down. I'm ready for a dinner. I'm ready to stuff my face.
Kendall Taylor Kelly Ben?
This sounds really good right
Yeah, merch is here. So yeah, if you want to use that
now.
table.
Day 3. My car is empty. I'm hoping it turns on when when the gig is over. But just had to get to the gig, had to get to the gig. We're running late. It's been a busy day. Time to get batteries.
So that you don't have to go rogue again?
Yeah, I can't go rogue.
It's going rogue.
My in-ears died on me like
Oh, seriously?
last night.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Batteries. What were you gonna get?
energy drink.
Well, is there somewhere else we can go?
Sure, yeah. Maybe like right there.
Dollar wise?
That would be
Dollar
good.
wise.
Nice.
kind of sketch what direction.
That way.
What if we loop around this way?
We
Looks
try
like
it.
there's some. That just looks like kind of desolate. We need to find batteries. It's hard out here. Do you think I was a superstar? Yes, you are in the presence of royalty. Hey guys, can you come here for a sec? The sound person just wants to know, because we're not going to be able to do a full check. He just wants to be prepared for like what you're going to want in your monitors. If we need to adjust, like, you know, after a song or something, we can. Aren't you the one who asked me, do things go wrong like this all the time? Mm-hmm. Mental health is the most important thing. You know, music and artistry is like an extension of yourself. So if you're not taking care of yourself, then it's hard to do the thing. You know, I think music is also something that helps with mental health. So like, for me, it's a bonus that when I write a song that, you know, I can put out into the world and someone else can relate to it, and it could maybe garner some kind of success. Maybe I'm breaking in, you know, $10 a month from streams, you know, it's big money. So yeah, I'm joking, but I'm not. So yeah, it definitely like helps you. It's helped me process a lot of things, which have helped my mental health. But in terms of like really sustaining yourself as an independent artist and all the things that come with that, all the things that entails, rather, it's like you really need to be in a good headspace. Like you need to be able to get shit done. And if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not making time for yourself, I mean, it's like anything. Like you're gonna burn out. You're gonna like. I'm really careful about that now that I'm like gung-ho, like this is my sole focus, I'm doing all that I can. It's hard to shut it off because no one's telling you, okay, time to clock out, you know? So knowing when to just stop is really difficult, but when you can learn that and learn the importance of like self-care and taking time away from music and away from responsibility and all the things that, and work, it's like, you're gonna last a lot longer if you do that. I'm ready, so if they're ready. Look what my hair's doing today. I needed to give me that.
Little scrunch, little wave in the front.
Yeah, but it's like so straight. I don't know what's happening. Whatever. Now I just look like a... Let's see here. The anticipation is always the worst. I just want to sing. I just want to sing! Took my head in this bucket of ice. This next song is a song that went viral on TikTok. It had nothing to do with me. There was a couple of girls that were roller skating down Venice Beach Boulevard, and they were listening to this song. They took a video and went viral on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. My song wasn't on TikTok, but people liked it enough to look for it, and then I started collecting royalties for the first time in my life because people were streaming it enough. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can clap for that. It's cool because it happened during COVID when we were all like, what are we gonna do with our lives? So that was pretty cool. But I'm still getting like $10 a month. So if you have anything to spare, you can buy some of my merch back there. I do have to pay all these people, and we don't do it for the money. I'll say that. We do it for the love. But thank you for being here because you make it all the. I don't know, my brain is not working. You know what I mean, the sentiment. We love you! Thank you. I love you, thank you. Yeah. All right, this is called California. Woo! got one more in me.
No, step.
I pace myself perfectly.
To the merch.
To the merch!
This is the CD?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah. Day 4, final day. I thought I was gonna die last night. I did. But we're gonna pull through, and then we're somehow gonna drive to Philly right after. Playing a little fundraiser for a really wonderful organization called Grace the Arts. They award scholarships to high schoolers that are interested in the arts. This is a good look.
Mm-hmm.
This is the finished product. Played with Giacomo Tour last night. It was pretty sick. Pretty sick! They are wonderful people. I wanted to just stay forever, but the show must go on. Great. It's a little different vibe, being able to kind of stay at like a family home, save a little money on food. I feel like I'm able to be maybe a bit more relaxed, but I think if anything, this tour has been a great way to just kind of realize how far I've come and kind of go back to like revisit these past chapters of my life, living in Rochester, going to Fredonia for a year, my first year of college. So I'm very grateful. It's humbling and really puts things in perspective, and I think it's important to have experiences like that when you're doing this, so you don't get jaded and burnt out. Artistry! Balance has always been the hardest thing to achieve, just my whole life. I think balance is the most difficult thing for everyone. But I still am trying to strike a good balance with being a business owner, essentially, and like running my own business with my band, with my artist career, also all my side hustles, teaching and mentor sessions, music mentor sessions, and booking for my wedding band, and random gigs here and there that are like more business and less like artistically, whatever. It's really, really hard to find the time and energy to just create. And the most lucrative job I've had in the last 8 years has been playing in a wedding band, and I quit that job. My last gig was New Year's Eve of last year, and I'm so grateful for that. But a big reason why I did that was because I was like, well, I'm just gonna go all in. I'm gonna like really focus on my career and just do all that I can to like, take it as far as I can take it. And I knew it was gonna be a struggle. I knew there was gonna be challenges, but it's been really even harder to find time to create, which sucks, but I've been literally the few songs I've written in the past however many months have been about like, can I just get away and write music? It's like literally the songs are about like, let me just go away. So yeah, that would be great. I was looking at some retreats, maybe I can go to France for a couple weeks and just like, no one bother me, let me just make music. But it's a privilege, to have that time. And we were just talking about in the car yesterday on the way here, like, you really have to allow yourself to get into a flow state to really create something meaningful and like to completion, like, and it takes a minute to get there. So like if you're not really you don't really have the energy or the time, and you're sitting there and you're just frustrated, and you're trying to come up with something, write something, and you give it 10 minutes and nothing's happening, like you gotta push, you know? And if you don't have more than 10 minutes, then good luck ever writing a song ever again, you know? So yeah, it's a struggle, but I'm hoping like the further along I get in my career, the more people I can hire to do different things for me, so that I don't have to do it all, and then I can have more time to create. That's the goal, you know, for everyone, I think.
Went to Athena because it was the opening year of Athena.
Oh wow!
And 8 of us went to it. I try to have him.
That's always the best. That's always the best.
Yeah. Samba in 3. All right.
We got a high school student, yeah. I don't think we're getting any sound out of this drum monitor yet. Does anyone else need anything? It's just one person who was supposed to perform in a church, because there's like 5 students that just performed out there. But she was running late, so she's going to perform on stage with the accompanist, and then you're going to play with Maddie. And then we're gonna play our set.
We're gonna have a 30-minute set.
We can go a little past 6, but I'm still probably gonna cut something and I'll just call it when we get to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna head over there though, if you guys wanna go over there. Sure.
Let's rock.
You chose to bet on you, so you are all in. What have you learned so far since you've chosen to go kind of full drive on your career in music?
It's been a hell of a learning experience. I knew it was going to be challenging, but something that, you know, because I'm actually doing work that I want to be doing, it's even harder to turn it off. So, and it's also because I have because I'm hustling even harder in different areas because I still need to pay my bills. You know, it's like, time management is super important, and yeah, the organizational part of it is hard because I'm constantly thinking about 20,000 different things. Like, even for one gig, I need to think about hiring the band, you know, booking the rehearsal, all the logistics of the gig, you know, and God forbid I actually want to like introduce a new song or like do a new arrangement or something. It's like, oh, I have to be a creative too, and also like, you know, do the business side of things. If I'm releasing something, I can't just record a song and release it. I need to think about publicity. I need to think about promotion. I need to think about, you know, all the cost of everything, you know, like cover art, the mixing, mastering, like, you know, I'm probably leaving out so many things, but it's like, it does feel like my brain's gonna explode a lot of the time. So learning to like manage my time, my sanity, you know, yeah, it's hard to like be really passionate about your work because you're doing it so fully that it can be debilitating at times, you know, like you really need to like.
We got one more song for you. This is a song that I wrote when I was involved with someone who wasn't giving me what I needed, and I kind of changed myself for this person, thinking that that what he was giving me was enough, and it wasn't. And I wrote this song coming back to myself and realizing that I am enough. I am worthy of the love that I want and deserve, and so are you. And so this is a self-love anthem, and I'm going to make you all sing with me at the end. And if you don't, I will find you.
It's really interesting to see Taylor going just full send into independent artistry because I knew her when she was still splitting between safety net of wedding stuff and just like that industry. She did it for like 8 years, but watching her just go full tilt into this, it's honestly amazing because I was telling Lionel about this yesterday. I appreciate how she really knows the concept of treat your workers well and they'll treat you well. So doing these gigs with her has been amazing, and it's just been like watching her flourish in this. Like, she was always an amazing singer, but now that she has full focus on her own material, it's just getting exponentially better. And I'm just happy to be here along for the ride. So I tell her all the time, I'm like, I was a fan before I happened to be in your band, so that's pretty cool. This is a field trip for me. So yeah, I love watching just the journey, the transformation of the journey, and it's been so impressive thus far. Yeah.
This is called I Am. I do want to take a second to just introduce my band one more time. Please give it up for Lionel Johnson on the keys. Matt Kahn on the guitar. It was actually his first time playing with me, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, extra applause for him. We have Zach Guy on the bass and the key bass. That's what that is. And we've got John and Matt Chemery on the drums.
That is a wrap on September tour 2023.
Are we rolling? I had an amazing time, and I am so grateful to have played this music?
I'm very tired, but it was worth it.
So, like at the end of a tour, when a tour ends, how does, like, are there feelings? What does it feel like when it comes to an end after like a long haul?
I think it takes me a minute to really process what happened. I definitely feel like it's pretty consistent that the last show, like while I'm on stage, I'm like really able to kind of process or feel the impact, and I get pretty emotional. But I think I'm just like so tired that like I get home, I kind of don't really know where I am, and then I wake up the next day and kind of start to feel it. It's definitely a tough transition, like getting back to reality, because obviously this is all I want to be doing, but with time.
Because I think it's really, really easy to forget why you're doing it and forget that that you love doing it when you're so caught up in like all the other things that you need to do to make it happen. So I think learning to remind myself of that too has been really, really important. Otherwise, I think I would have probably quit by now. It's the best decision I've ever made, and I'll do it till I die or something else terrible happens that doesn't allow me to do it anymore. Fingers crossed.